Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over the new Star Wars Disney Plus series titled The Book of Boba Fett. Before I start, I just wanted to say this trailer came out of nowhere, to say the least. I mean, am I wrong in saying
Yeah,
that?
definitely. Not at all.
I was just chilling. I was just like, doing my thing, playing my late night PS4. And then the moment I saw that poster came up, I was like, "Whoa!" Like I was like ecstatic and everything. I was like, "Is there a trailer out?" And then I saw there's a trailer out. I was like, "Okay, I immediately have to watch this." And I was like, the wait is finally over, and I think the
Yeah.
wait finally paid off in my opinion because I was like, man, Book of Boba Fett's supposed to come out like in December of this year, and they haven't even started promotion on this. And I was like, when are they going to start actually marketing this show? And then they finally did. They released the trailer like literally on November 1st itself. The moment the month began, they dropped it. And I was like, whoa, okay. So I was already like strapped on my seatbelt, I was like, let's see what we have here. And I mean, what I'm looking, this looks promising. I like the fact that certain Star Wars properties they delve into the kind of gray area in terms of Star Wars being like bounty hunting, these kind of criminal guilds and all that. We did get like at least a hint of that in the Mandalorian, but then to me, in my personal opinion, after that, Mandalorian just became a bit of an adventure, sort of space travel kind of adventure where it's like, hey, we go to here, then oh, I have to go to here and here and here. And that's not like something I hate about Mandalorian. Believe me, I like the Mandalorian, but it's just like they kind of promoted it as this, and but then with the whole reveal of Baby Yoda and all that, the show kind of became something else. But with the Book of Boba Fett, I think what I'm glad about the show, or at least from the trailer, it looks like it's gonna keep that kind of tone, or at least what they're pitching to us here is that this show is not gonna deviate from what they're showing us. It's actually going to stick to what it is, being a very criminal-driven sort of gangster mafia type of story. Where, if you guys don't know, in the end, well, spoilers. I mean, Mandalorian season 2 came out when 2019, 2020.
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
No, end of last year, yeah.
Yeah, so around like last year. So the teaser, or at least the post credits, if you guys stick around, it set up this show. Boba Fett comes back to, I was gonna say some other planet, but then he comes back to Tatooine. He goes to Jabba's palace. He kills Jabba's second-hand man, being Bib Fortuna, and he just takes the throne. And before the credits even hit, they show you the Book of Boba Fett coming in 2022. And that was it. That was like the, oh crap, Boba Fett's finally getting his due. And man, this trailer, I'm stoked. I'm really, really stoked because of the fact they're really leaning into the underworld aspect. I wonder, and this is kind of a question I have in terms of this series, is like, will we solely be based in Tatooine doing all like our sort of criminal underworld business, or will Boba Fett and Fennec Shan have to also travel elsewhere to make certain business deals and all that? This show looks at the same budget as Mandalorian and everything.
Look good, doesn't it? Yeah.
As long as they keep that sort of consistency with all their series, I think that's already like a solid thing going for the show. I think Boba Fett is one of those characters that really, really deserves the attention he's given because of the fact he's been hyped up so much, but then he's kind of been belittled to the guy that's just been defeated by Han Solo because of the fact he just hit him in his jetpack and he went into the Sarlacc pit, And here I'm really glad. I mean, Robert Rodriguez, the guy who directed the Boba Fett episode for Mando season 2, is directing this entire show. So
Really?
yeah, Robert Rodriguez. So from that episode, from that Mandalorian season 2 episode where we got to see Boba Fett just go ham, and I'm glad we're seeing more of that here. I think with a director like that who actually has an appreciation for the character, it's really good because I think it's going to also benefit the show because Robert Rodriguez, he's also one of those people that's like, he has a fascination to Boba Fett. He knows that Boba Fett, that there is this badass side of Boba Fett that's just been untapped in Star Wars, and he finally tapped that, and he was able to and he nailed it. And I mean, with this show, I really love it, and especially that one scene where they just showed Tamara Morrison just go ham the same way he did in season 2 of Mando with that whole staff, man. Boba Fett's suit from last season as well, I loved it. I love it, man. I mean, it's so cool. I like the fact that in Mando season 2, they pretty much just completely did a paint job. Like, I like the matte paint, that matte green color, like they went for with Boba Fett, and I love the black robe as well, like the black sort of robes he has under, and then like the armor on top as well. I think it's just badass. This was like, shoot, man. Oh man, don't even get me started on the ending, because
Yeah.
holy hell, I love the fact that he was like, it's so eerie, yet so like suave. He was just like chilling on a chair and he was like, please, speak freely. I mean, you don't say that if you're planning something So I want to get your thoughts, man. Like, what do you think overall?
Yeah, I just loved everything. I thought the production design looked really good. I liked all like the new things we were seeing. It's cool how he's like taken over the mantle of Jabba the Hutt and he's kind of having to deal with this. And I think it's really cool. I think it's really gonna unfold. I'm really keen to see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, because to me, like, the last Star Wars thing I can think about was the Bad Batch, and like, no offense, I know we covered it here on the channel, but if people were wondering why we didn't, to say the least, before the show was wrapping up, it was kind of all over the place with what they wanted to be.
Yeah,
And I think Bad Batch kind of had a good idea going for it, but it was because of the fact that I want to say Bad Batch had around 20 something episodes.
oh, I think it's 16. I think.
But the thing was, with Bad Batch, I think the idea they had in mind was good. The first episode, we even talked about the first episode when we covered Bad Batch and how much we loved it, because how kind of a perfect hopping off point it was. But then later on, Bad Batch just kind of became a bit stale, and we always had a filler episode or like just an occasional cameo episode, you know? With this Book of Boba Fett, at least the live action Disney Plus Star Wars shows, the future of Star Wars in terms of live action series couldn't possibly get any better. I mean, Disney Investors Day is like this Friday as of the recording of this, because today's Monday on our end.
Yeah,
People don't know what's Disney Investors Day. Just to like give you a quick sort of summary of it, Disney Investors Day. Think of it like DC Fandom, but it's pretty much Disney Fandom basically, where they show off all their upcoming IPs and some of the stuff they announced like last year with Disney. They announced a lot of Disney Plus shows that are coming up or that like are still in development, like the Obi-Wan series, like the Ahsoka series, the Andor series, focusing on Cassian Andor, and like with their Marvel stuff, like how they teased like Loki, WandaVision, What If, Falcon Winter Soldier, and all these other shows up beyond that spectrum, like Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel. So I
yeah,
mean, they're doing the same thing this year, but we might be getting more, you know? We might be getting a new trailer for the Star Wars stuff. We might get something for Mando Season 3. That's entirely possible. We could get something for the Obi-Wan series, which I'm ecstatic for. Because, I mean, that is, from what I've heard, or at least from what I've seen, the Obi-Wan series is supposed to be one of the most ambitious series yet. The more Star Wars live action series, it's like they're really nailing what Star Wars is, and I like the fact that we don't have to rely on connective tissue of the Star Wars franchise. Like we don't have to rely on every single like character to show up. We can have popular characters, but we can also have lesser characters that aren't really mainstream, or we can also have original characters but still be able to tell a Star Wars story. I'm just gonna say this right now. I think it would be seriously cool if my main man Cad Bane got his live action debut in this Book of Boba Fett series, because I've always said this, even in the Bad Batch episode, that if we do get Cad Bane, and if you get a live action Cad Bane, I want them to reenact that deleted scene from Clone Wars animated series where Boba Fett and Cad Bane have a standoff.
oh, that would be sick.
I think overall, the future of Star Wars is brighter than ever. We do not have to sit through another OG. We do not have to sit through another sequel trilogy, another reboot of a franchise. With this new medium of Star Wars now, we have more leeway into exploring the different aspects of the galaxy and what genres they can take with it. I think I mean, I'm not sure if you've watched Star Wars Visions, George, but I think Star Wars Visions is a really good anthology series, and I like the fact that it was a creative mesh of anime and Star Wars, which you'd never think would ever happen. But I recommend you guys, if you can, whenever you can, do check out Star Wars Visions. It's really fun. Almost every single episode may not be for you. There might be some episodes that are a bit hit or miss, but I think the show overall gets to explore different genres, different animation styles that gel with you. And I think that's what I like about Star Wars now. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please keep doing what you're doing through liking our videos, subscribing to our channel, and hitting the bell icon so that videos show up immediately on your subscriptions. And see you guys on the next one. Take care.